It is time to play Case or No Case with Lou Cairo from GWC Law. Lou, thanks for coming.
My pleasure.
Okay, we want to jump right in. So the first case, it's all about a baseball fan.
Yeah, this is a situation, your viewers may think this is kind of like nonsensical, but like the Cubs, for an example, they've done they're doing a major renovation, like $700 million renovation.
Right.
And they had some seating in the bleachers for handicap accessible people. They had some seats right behind home plate for handicap accessible. And in this massive renovation, they're moving the sections for the handicap accessible. And the question is would these people that are wheelchair bound or people that have other types of disabilities, could they sue to stop the construction or to alter the construction? Because they're saying, hey, I used to be right there in the right field bleachers, sat in the sun the whole game, and now you're moving me back, you're putting a bar there. Or the ones right behind home plate, they're putting some high-end luxury seats there, and you're pushing me back 4 or 5 rows.
Wow.
And can they sue to stop the Cubs from doing what they're doing? Because they're just saying you're compromising my ability to watch the game.
I think they can't. No case.
Okay, well, you're unfortunately wrong today.
Okay, that's actually a good thing that I'm wrong.
And it is a good thing because under the Americans with Disabilities Act, what most people don't understand is if you have a public arena, like, Wrigley Field, for an example, and you allow the public, and you have to accommodate people with disabilities, and you have to ensure that they can have just as good of an experience or better than those that aren't people with disabilities, which is really fair.
Yes.
So imagine you've got your disability accessible seating, and you have 3 or 4 rows right in front of them. And what happens at baseball games, right? Somebody hits a home run, somebody throws a strike 3, everybody stands up, except for the people that are unfortunately wheelchair bound. And the people are standing up, they can't see anymore, and that's not fair.
That's a great
point. The American with Disabilities Act protects those people, and I think it's a great law, and it's more people have to know about it so that they can enforce their rights.
Thanks for bringing it to our attention. I'm glad I was wrong. Next up, we have a story about a guy missing the bus and getting injured.
Yeah, this is typical. I mean, we're walking down the street, you see somebody's running to get the bus, and the bus driver looks in the rearview mirror, and he sees this guy running. He's got a $2,000 suit on, he got his Prada bag, and he's running, and he's hoofing, and the door's closed just as the guy gets there.
Oh,
and the guy's mad, and he slams his Prada briefcase against the door, breaks the handle off of his very expensive briefcase, and he trips and falls and breaks his knee, and he wants to sue the CTA and says, hey, you didn't accommodate me, you intentionally pulled away, and he wants to file a lawsuit for pain, suffering, disability, medical expenses, and the cost of his Prada bag.
That's a tough one.
What do you think?
I think no case.
It's an easy one, no case. You got that one right.
All right, thank goodness. Thank you.
That's a little ridiculous, right? I mean,
completely.
Right. Yeah. If you're going to chase a bus, you're going to suffer the consequences, unless, of course, your arm or something gets stuck as the doors are closing. That's a different situation, but that didn't happen in our case.
And the real lesson is if you have a Prada briefcase, don't hit it against anything.
Exactly, and don't run. I mean, you're going to scuff your Gucci shoes.
There you go. All right, and our last case is about an unwanted guest.
This is a weird one.
All right, give it to me.
Okay. I mean, imagine it's a nice spring night. Your windows are open, sleeping at nighttime. Your next door neighbor has an iguana that gets out of its cage, crawls out the window, crawls into your unit. And you wake up in the middle of the night, and what happens when the beautiful Danielle wakes up and there's an iguana staring her in the face? You jump right out of bed, trip and fall, and you sustain an injury because it literally scares you to death, which would scare me, and I'm not the beautiful Danielle. So the question
An iguana on your face is scary to anyone.
So the question is, can you file a lawsuit against your neighbor because their pet iguana got out and moseyed its way and trespassed into your open window apartment?
For sure case.
Yeah, because under the Animal Control Act, you got to control your animals, whether it's a dog, a cat, a cow, or an iguana. You got to control your animals, or you will get sued by GWC or whoever the lawyer may be.
No, you want GWC. If you're going to sue, you got to go with the best.
Yeah, because I don't like iguanas anyway, so I'm happy to take that case.
There you go. I'll jump on that. I'll be a witness. All right. Thank you so much for coming, Lou. As always, for more information on what you can do if you hit a pothole or have an iguana on your face, you can head to gwclaw.com.